guys, this is going to be our very last packet for the end of the year. So I know that most of y'all are probably pretty excited about that. I hope everything's going well with you guys. I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet because I know everybody is so ready for summer and they're so ready to go play. So I'm going to do both your reading and your language arts all in one fell swoop, so you don't have to watch 2 videos. All right, so your reading for your first week is going to be the same old thing we've been doing. Now, what I noticed that I did wrong whenever I was making these is I wasn't looking at the days. It says week 1, day 1, and then you've got, and that's Wednesday, and then week 1, day 2 says Monday. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. Do them in whichever order you want to do, okay? One thing that I want to point out is on week 3, Wednesday, the story titled Brain Freeze. It asks for the cause and effect. Remember, the cause is the first thing that happens, and the effect is what the cause makes happen. Okay? It gives you the effect. It tells you the result. You have to tell what made that happen. What caused that to happen. Let's see. I'm looking for, caption. A caption on Thursday, it asks for what does the caption under the photograph tell you. The caption is this little sentence right here that describes this photograph. Okay, so that's a caption. Okay, so on Monday, it says week 1, day 2, but on Monday, it asks for the main message. That's going to go same thing as main idea. What's it mostly about? What is it pretty much trying to tell you? So that's reading. That's the first part of reading. The second part of reading, this is basically what I did was I took, sorry, let me get this all, there we go. Is I took some task cards, like normally what we would do, and if you want to do this at your house, you can. But normally what we would do is we would cut these up and put them around the room, and you would have to go around the room and answer the questions on your, on your answer document. But obviously you can't do that. So you're looking at prefixes and suffixes, okay? So remember, the prefix we put onto the beginning of the word, like pre, un, re, dis, okay? So remember, normally, if you take the prefix off, you should still have a base word left. If you can't take the prefix off and have a word left over, it's probably not a prefix. It's probably just part of the word. Okay? So the suffix is pretty much the same thing, but it comes at the end of the word. Okay? So ing, ed, y at the end of it. Now, some words, or er, that's a suffix. Some words end in er or end in ed anyway. The word bed, B-E-D, ends in ed. Now, if you were to take the ed off of the word bed, all you would have left is be. That's not a word. So that can't be a suffix. Okay, so if you can't take those ending letters off of the word and still have the root word, you're not talking about a suffix. Okay? So less is a suffix. Full is a suffix. Okay? So it's going to ask you all kinds of words. All kinds of questions about prefix. It's going to say, like, here's one on number 7. Which words contain a prefix? That's going to have more than one answer. Okay? Which words have a suffix in the sentence above? Here's a good example. Roger has ER at the end. That's not a suffix. That's just his name. So you're not going to color that one. So you would shade in the one that has a suffix. Bed, that's one that I was talking about earlier. Restless, okay, that is a suffix. L-E-S-S, that's a suffix. You take off the, take the L-E-S-S off. Sorry, it's hard for me to see backwards. And you have rest, okay? Your other word is uncomfortable. This one has a prefix and a suffix. You've got un, and I think that they did that in order to try to trick you. You've got an un here. The base word would be comfort, and able is the suffix. So you would shade that in as well. Okay? So pretty much all of your questions on these 2 pages have to do with a prefix or suffix. It's one of them says which words use the ed in the same way as they used in excited. Okay, which words below do not have a prefix? So that's an important word that completely changes the way you're going to answer this. Okay, so be sure that you come back and refer to this video if you get to doing these and you forget. Okay, that's reading. ELA is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, this is stuff that we were going to do at the end of the year. Okay, this one is end of year summer story. So you can try to use as many of these words as possible and write a story. Okay, think about how you've changed through the year. What has stayed the same? So you're talking about you at the beginning of the year and you now. What are you like? What were you like at the beginning of the year that's different than you are now? What do you like now? And then what hasn't changed about you since the beginning of the year? Okay, that's pretty easy. This one, end of the year, find a fib. You write down 2 true statements and a fib. It's kind of like a game. If you have a sibling, you can play it with a sibling. You can play it with a parent. And you write this down 2 times. And you switch papers. So you would get one and your partner would have one. And then you have to decide which 2 are the truth and which one is the fib. And then you got a word search. You can do that. Easy peasy. This one is try to figure out how many words you can spell using the letters in summer vacation. And then you've got the top 10 memories from the school year. I want you to take a picture of this and post it on our Facebook group because I would love to see your top 10 memories. Okay? And I think your friends would love to see that too. So take a picture when you do this one and send it in. I would love to see that on our Facebook group. Then you've got an acrostic poem. Okay? So all an acrostic poem is each letter in a word, so this word we have here is summer, is going to have a word that deals with something in summer. Okay? So for S, you might put sunshine. That's something that you have in the summer. Okay? So think about something that starts with U that reminds you of summer. Think of 2 words that start with M that reminds you of summer. And then this is kind of like a challenge. If you can't come up with all of these, that's fine. But I want to see if you can come up with a bunch. It's try to come up with something you learned this year for each letter of the alphabet. It can be reading, math, science, social studies, anything that you learned all year. But try to come up with as many as possible. And also, I want to see your answers on Facebook. Take a picture so we can see them. And that's about it for our video for today. I want to do a Facebook Live on Wednesday at 2 o'clock, same time that we did last week. And hopefully we won't have the same problem as we did last week. If you still have trouble getting in to our group, if you still have trouble, have your parents message me, okay? And I will try my very, very best to get them in. I think I got everybody but one in last week. I was so sad. But I will try to re-invite once we get, I don't know what happened. I don't know. That's my first time to do Zoom. So, anyways, that's all for this week. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I hope y'all have a good summer. And have your parents message me if you need help on any of this prefix. Especially, I think the prefix and suffix part might you might have some questions on. So just message me if you have any questions. Talk to you later. Have a good summer.